Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So today we've had a brand new quest come into RuneScape, which is unlocked the Amber Fell area. Now, rather than do the quest guide for this video, what I've decided to do is do one of those videos where we look at the update and see where we can make money from it. So one of the requirements for the quest is going to be a anti-sanguine potion. Now this is a very unique potion because it's used sanguine matter from the sanguine crawlers. And they're a very niche slayer task, and it's an item which can't be noted with magic note paper, and it's quite difficult to bank if you don't have a yak. So because of this demand for people wanting to do the quest, and because of the limited amount of potions on the Grand Exchange, the prices of these potions have got a little bit crazy. Now, I thought I'd put in a bit of a high offer to see if they sold, and they did, not once, but twice, and the second time for a higher price. So I've been able to sell pretty much instantly some anti-sanguine potions, 555k and 400k as well. So what I thought I'd do is show you guys just doing this method, and let's go and kill these for maybe an overload dose or two, and just show you guys that this is still a really good way to make some money. So before we head over to Haven Hive, let's go and run through some requirements. So to do this method and to kill the sanguine crawlers, you're going to need level 28 Slayer, and also have completed the Hearts of Sanguine quest as well, because the quest is what teaches you to make the potion, and you need to have the ability to make the potion to obviously sell it. Now, 28 Slayer is not a high requirement, so that is really nice. In terms of the actual monsters, they can be a little bit tricky. So they have a special sort of ability where anything but Haven Hive Silver, it has a 50% reduced damage cap. So really for this sort of method, if you've got Haven Hive Silver, that is great, use that. But to be fair, with them being relatively low level, you could use other things. You might just be a bit hampered every now and then as well. So what I'm going to go and do, I'm actually going to take a Haven Hive Silver 2H, I'm going to take some overloads and some food and stuff, and we're just going to go and see just how quick it is to go and grab it. Now to go and actually make the potion is also a very low requirement potion as well. It's going to require level 15 Herblore to do it. The only problem is that the sanguine matter is not something you can buy on the Grand Exchange. It is untradeable, so you do need to go and get it yourself from the crawlers, which is something as well which generates the price to go a little bit further up, because there's no real supply of it. People have to go and get their own and also go and turn them into potions. However, because you see the examine option of this saying that the potion is 1.7k, a lot of people just don't bother doing it and just go and put the price up. And for a lot of the player base nowadays, paying 400k for a potion like this, rather than just going to go and get it yourself, it's worth doing. And as we keep hammering to you guys on the channel, people will pay for convenience, people will pay extra just to not have to do things like this as well. And this is where people can capitalize and make these potions supply to those people on the Grand Exchange and make even more money. So in terms of where these monsters are, they are just to the east on Wendlewick. I'll just show you guys really quickly on the map. It's this bloodstained hill here and the blighted cave. You can actually use wars to teleport to the Dreadhog and then just walk around here as well. Now, when I did this on the first time, when Haven Hive was released, I kind of messed up on the video. The quality wasn't too good, and it was one of those really where I kind of got messed around a little bit. But in hindsight now, when you kill these, use the anti-sanguine potion, because that's going to give you a lot of help. I'm going to just run around as well on an overload and also just start hitting them around. But that's pretty much going to be the method. I'm just going to go and collect some just for this, and then we'll go and turn them into potions afterwards and just see if they're still selling for this kind of price. And this is what I kind of make these money-making videos for, and this is the kind of stuff I love. Just showing you guys that you don't have to go and chase after the recent update or the thing which is most popular. You can just go and do the things on the side and make so much profit from it as well. Now, the sanguine matter can't be noted, so this is why I'm utilizing a yak. You could quite happily, if you have the ability to teleport with the wars teleport, just go in bank. It's not really too far away from where the Dreadhog is. It's simply just there at that cave. Now, the anti-sanguine will really reduce the amount of damage you take from these. If you don't have an anti-sanguine potion, these can actually hit pretty well. For such a low level Slayer monster, when I did the first video, I took a fair bit of damage, so just be careful on that side. And apart from that, it's literally just to run around and kill the monsters and go from there. Now, they also do drop the Vampirism Gloves. Now, the Vampirism Gloves are something we've shown you guys on the channel through the Grab the Hog series. They're still around 20 mil, so a level 28 Slayer monster with this kind of GP around at the minute is a very, very nice thing. So, as you can see, you are going to get a decent amount of these sanguine drops. I'm just going to keep banking them with the yak. Again, don't think you need a yak to do this. Just take a slightly empty inventory and just go back and forward to war and just use that silver core teleport. Now, what I would say with these as well, they do have a special attack, and you'll probably see it appear every now and then when you have a blood spot underneath you. Just sort of keep an eye on that, because that could cause you a few little problems. As you can see here, they're still like giving me some damage anyway. So just keep on top of your healing. Just make sure that the potions are topped up. Be careful of that special attack. Just because it can actually give you some decent damage. And apart from that, just keep running around. But always keep an eye out for those vampirism gloves because they're very good. Congealed blood as well on the drop table isn't too bad, and they will drop some egg potatoes, which will eventually add up. Now, in terms of the potion, what you're going to require is the Sanguine Matter and then also a Marintil Unfinished. Because the demand of people like with some Sanguine Matter in their bank is now exceptionally high because they want to make these potions, Marintil Unfinished potions is 8.8k each. So if you do have some Marintils in your bank, that is going to be another money making method. Again, with the demand on these potions, it drives off more money making methods. So it's never just one thing which appears. It kind of has that ripple effect of all these different things will pick up on price because the demand has suddenly appeared for an item which doesn't have a lot of volume. So, but yeah, we're going to run around and kill a couple more. Like I say with any kind of potion as well, if you're going to make these potions, make sure to go and do them on World 84. Use a portable well, use a bridge for guards, botanist sort of mask, everything we've done in the herb lore videos before. Because especially with a secondary which is untradeable and quite hard to gather, the more you can get out of it, the better. It just means you're going to make some more GP without having to go and get this resource. But this is definitely a Slayer task I would sort of say is worthwhile doing for quite a little while, just because it's a very niche drop. To get that Sanguine Matter, which only comes from this, and I imagine for the Dreadhog as well, it just means you're going to make some more cash on top. So just from the 6-ish potions I've sold today, I've made something like 2 mil. It's just crazy, and this is why updates like this, which release and has no real build up to, and you don't know what kind of items are needed, I always rush off and sort of see which methods are going to spike prices just because it will make you more GP in that. So that's my ramble. What we're going to do just to end the video is I'm going to go and rush to the Grand Exchange, go and make some more of these potions. I'm going to do them in the Grand Exchange, which I don't recommend. Go and do them on my 84 and use all your extras to go and get some more stuff. And then I'm going to see if we can sell them for slightly higher. I'm going to sell most of them for 500k because that's a more than good enough price for me. But I'm going to put 1 or 2 in for like 700, 800k and just see if they eventually sell. Right, so that wasn't even really an overload dose. That was just a couple of kills just because we wanted to get a couple more sanguine. And we can just see what kind of price we can sell for. So I've got these 2 here. I'm going to put these in for like a slightly higher price. If we just put in that 700k, which I don't think they'll sell for that much, but you know what? You can only hope, and people will just keep spamming that 20% until we get an offer in. So what we'll do really quickly is we should have a couple more in the bank now, wherever they are. So we've got another 7, which is great. And then I'll find the Marintil potions, and then we'll put these in just to show you guys that they do sell, and they will sell for that kind of price. Sometimes you might have to sit and wait. And again, with all these speculative money making methods, they're not always guaranteed to sell straight away. But just be patient. Eventually they'll go. You'll make so much money off them anyway. You shouldn't really need to be in a rush because they're going to be incredibly profitable for you guys as well. So I'm going to put these in for, let's say, 500k because those are the price we just sold for. And hopefully by the end of the video, they do sell as well. If they don't, it's fine. But from the history, this was literally minutes before I decided to make the video. And we sold for 444k and then 500 as well, just for a little bit more as well. But again, it's a nice little method, and niche little Slayer monsters like this are really good. And it's something I'm hoping to include a lot more in like 7-Day Bond Slayer. There's lots of these kind of tasks which drop these unique little things which don't come into the game in a massive volume because people don't really do them. Like, you gotta think that the Sanguine Crawler not only has these anti-sanguine stuff, it also has the Vampirism Gloves, which just seem to be starting to go a little bit more up and up every single day. And yeah, it's going to be one of those where it's worthwhile doing if you have the ability to do it as well. It's a relatively quick task. And if you've got the Dreadhog unlocked in terms of a teleport, it's a really quick task to get to as well. Not really that far as well. Don't worry about having the yak as a requirement. If you've got that teleport from war, use that and you can just run back and forth to the bank. However, what I'm going to do, rather than sort of drag this video out, because I don't want you guys listening to me more than you need to, I will drop a comment in the comment section if this goes above or whatever price it ends up selling for. I'm really confident that it will sell though. But yeah, if you haven't seen the video which we did yesterday though, we actually went and did a 4 weeks worth of Reaper task at Armadillo to go and make some GP. It's a new series idea that I'm debating looking at and maybe doing on a consistent basis. So go and check that video out and let me know what you guys think. However, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. The first one has just sold for 500k. So, and 2 more have just sold for 500k as well. So I'm pretty confident that we'll get rid of these. And I'll let you guys know if the 700k ones do sell.